I am happy that my CryptoQ media channel is back online. Over 1.6 trillion will be added to the XRP ledger this year. Additionally, I have spent a considerable amount of time investigating Ripple's other substantial partnerships, which include SBI interests. The future of XRP is going to be completely upended by this, therefore everyone needs to pay attention. The markets have been wildly unexpected recently. Why is that? Many of you are probably wondering the same thing. We must arrange a huge demonstration, but we are unable to overcome this barrier. I have been quite preoccupied with research today, but I will share a plethora of news with you regarding that as well. Please hit the like button so that everyone can see this video. We will now get into the specifics of this enormous partnership with SBI Holdings and everything else involved. First, I'd like to talk about the Fed's recent shift because the US has been acting in a really strange way. Our attempts to boost employment have not prevented a decline in stock prices. You can see that stocks and cryptocurrencies kept falling even though the US added 100,000 more jobs than expected. The unemployment rate also fell to 4.1% soon after the Federal Reserve warned of a weakening job market. However, why is still an open question. For what reason is this happening? First, the US economy added 256,000 jobs in December, 92,000 more than economists had anticipated. Furthermore, the US economy has added an average of 165,000 new jobs during the previous 6 months. This is the highest 6-month average since July, when the Fed made a mistake and delayed the rate decreases. Even if the jobs number first came in stronger than expected, equities are selling at a substantial discount to it, which is odd. Why does the market sometimes fall? What happened in September needs to be clarified first. If the US job market is stronger than expected. We were outspoken critics of the Federal Reserve's choice to begin rate cuts in 2008 with a 50 basis point reduction. Their reasoning for it was that inflation was getting close to their 2% target and that job gains had come to a standstill. But now the exact opposite is happening since then. Both inflation and the rate of employment growth are clearly picking up speed again. This effectively eliminates the prospect of the Federal Reserve lowering interest rates. If the job market is strong and inflation is on the rise, we will need higher rates. This puts the Federal Reserve in an untenable situation, and it becomes quite evident that their reliability is questionable. Now you know, for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been rambling on and on about nothing. I still believe the Federal Reserve is a scam and that its policies benefit the wealthy at the cost of humanity as a whole. As the unrivaled leader in international trade, the US dollar has a dominating influence on a global scale, but its influence goes well beyond US borders. All nations keep some of this money in reserve for future use. In reaction to today's employment data, the yield on 10-year notes rose by 10 basis points. It has increased by 120 basis points since the Fed's shift began. It won't be around for much longer, says Powell. The market is vehemently against the Fed's policies, which it is blissfully unaware of. To put it plainly, the idea that the Federal Reserve is being disregarded is gaining ground. We have stopped listening to you. People are starting to form their own views. Furthermore, there is a lot of buzz about new types of assets. Cryptocurrency is the most important thing. Okay, that is why the level of disagreement with the Federal Reserve is now at an all-time high. Following the Bank of America's statement that it does not anticipate a rate cut by the Federal Reserve this year, many are understandably anxious. Their main point is that a decline in interest rates will be bad for cryptocurrency. But these graphs show that the opposite is true right now. With a low interest rate, it becomes mood. Above, we can see that the markets have been heating up independently of the Fed's choices. People who are weary of the traditional banking system are increasingly saying fuck it and putting their money into cryptocurrency. That much is certain, it will be quite unpredictable. We must maintain this course of action if we are to succeed in our quest to depose the Federal Reserve and realize our long-term financial objectives, even though institutions will invariably continue to manipulate these markets. Because of the foregoing, I have been pouring a lot of effort into learning about SBI Holdings and their XRP ambitions. I now see that there is more to this than I had anticipated. I think a lot of you are going to find the numerous significant updates that have happened in the last 3 days, including today, yesterday, and the day before, to be really interesting. In the first place, SBI Holdings has declared that they will be lending money to invest in the XRP cryptocurrency. They are also implementing MicroStrategy, the method that Michael Saylor adopted at his massive organization. You should only ever acquire XRP if you intend to profit from it. They will be the ones to lend it out. They won't be stingy with their XRP purchases because they are fundamental to their business plan. Considering this acquisition through the perspective of MicroStrategy, the worth of the company skyrocketed from a few $100 million to many billions of dollars. So, SBI Holdings gave it some thought and decided it was a good strategy all around. But let's say that was part of the XRP proposal and is now a reality. There are a lot of other goals for SBI Holdings, the umbrella organization for all of Japan's banks. All Japanese banks are expected to utilize XRP before the end of the year. You know, it should come as no surprise that they want to carry out all of that simultaneously, given how astonishing it is. Michael Saylor's strategy and the many favorable press releases he has issued on Bitcoin have caused the cryptocurrency to gain a lot more attention from the media and see significant price movement. I anticipate the same outcome when SBI Holdings of Japan replicates this strategy, which they are increasingly doing. All Japanese banks would have implemented XRP by the end of 2025, according to the chief executive officer of SBI. Someone considered the potential implications for the XRP price and developed a made-up scenario. With an investment of 8.7 billion Bitcoin, SBI would acquire 6.5% of the circulating supply at an average price of 2.35 per coin. The massive acquisition has the potential to increase prices, doubling the price of XRP to 4.5. With a 10% investment, their total assets would go up to 7.8, and with a 20% investment, it may go up to 10.15. This doesn't consider SBI's banking sector intentions either, it just accounts for their assets. This is just SBI Holdings purchasing XRP, plain and simple. They plan to invest 20% to 30% of their assets into this digital loan service that they want to offer. To rephrase, Michael Saylor increased the percentage of their assets invested in Bitcoin. Truthfully, it was likely higher than 50%. In the event that SBI Holdings achieves their goal, you might want to forget about it. It's not hard to imagine XRP going beyond 50. It was also brought up in a December news release that offered some more data, so I thought I'd touch on it too. GAM allows users to examine extraordinary circumstances on a global scale. According to the investment managers at SBI, the bank might reap benefits from an XRP buyback program if it follows the example set by US-based investment firm MicroStrategy. After implementing these measures, SBI's market valuation will approach its estimated net asset value (NAV) of 3.9 trillion Japanese yen. As an FYI, GAM Investments has SBI as an affiliate. SBI has now taken a firm position on the issue. In this place, time stands still. According to my findings, the total size of Japan's cross-border payment market is approximately 1.6 trillion every year, growing at a rate of a few percent. By 2030, when it is expected to surpass 2 trillion, SBI holds hopes that all banks will have done this. In case you were wondering, a number of Japanese financial institutions are evaluating XRP on the private ledger for international payments. If everything works out as planned, they can incorporate the XRP repurchase and persuade all of these institutions to begin utilizing XRP. My prediction is that XRP will surprise everyone and break the 100 mark at this event. It means a lot that you watched my video. Subscribing and liking my channel would mean the world to me. Until next time.